Hi, I'm Joshua Hayward, Breath of Life School here in Yellow Springs, Ohio. And thanks for joining me today in this next session of the continuing series that we're calling Temple of Light, series of guided meditations. And I would go back and watch the other two sessions before doing this one so you'd be able to kind of be up to what we've already created. But moving forward in the now here, this is Temple of the Heart. And it's just might be the key to the whole meditative series here, because the heart seems to be central to everything. And we'll be able to see that more and more as the series progresses, and maybe even as this particular session progresses. So with that in mind, let's move directly into the session. Okay, sitting where you're sitting in the room, feeling yourself hopefully on a comfortable chair, and taking a couple of cleansing breaths. Yeah. Feeling that source of life pumping through you. Yeah, okay. Coming into that space. And turning your awareness now with ease and grace down to your grounding. And feeling yourself as that tree with the roots stretching down. And seeing those roots now entwining in unison and in harmony, forming a grounding cord, stretching all the way down to the center of the earth, touching into the mother of all things. Feeling your individuality, and also feeling your connectedness to all of life here on the planet. And now you're breathing and just feeling that sense of breath in and out. And moving into your heart space. At the center of your temple, the center of your body. And the heart now, kind of like the center of your universe. Understanding now that the heart is the place where you do connect with all of life. And getting a sense now of your heart. What is your heart space feeling like right now? And you're not answering the question, you're just feeling it. And you can feel the vast potential for creating and connecting in your heart space. And now you can feel on the other side, in the darkness, feeling the wounding, feeling the brokenness of your heart right now. And you don't have to stay with it, but just feeling it, knowing your wounding, knowing what's disappointing you. But more now just feeling the texture of that. And what is that like? Okay. Continuing to breathe, letting that be as it is. Getting a sense of what you've already put in your temple from the other sessions. Feeling the 4 directions, the 4 elements, the qualities that you've brought in, all of that being available here. Feeling that sense of protection in your sacred, harmonious space in your temple, and feeling that brokenness in your heart. Now knowing that you can move forward with some healing now. And on that note, beginning to visualize in front of you an altar sitting in front of you. Sort of a bare altar. But it's how you see it. That's what's important. And now sense the willingness of surrender and sacrifice of your suffering. Feeling that broken heart, and now beginning to visually or just sense, getting sense of taking that brokenness and putting it on the altar. The sadness, the darkness, your suffering. It's all been for a purpose, to bring you to your awakening, and to bring you in touch with your heart, and to bring you in touch with all of life. And now your brokenness is laying on your altar. And so now calling up, remember we have the 4 elements in the temple. So calling up the element of fire, and bringing in that fire, and now that fire is burning up into toast your suffering. Nothing left but ash. You've offered that up. You've accepted who you are. You've accepted where you've been. Now allowing yourself to move, allowing being the next step. I'm allowing myself to be healed in the heart. So with that allowing, in those choosing some of the things that you really want, courage to connect with all of life, courage to be who you are, courage to move towards your goals, courage to help others, courage to be a creative person. Choosing that for your heart space. Feeling those qualities. And now allowing your heart to fill with those qualities, which are now becoming golden light. And you're feeling a golden ball in your chest of light. Merging with those choices, merging with those intentions. This is the way I want my life to be. And when I come into my temple from now on, I'm stepping into those choices of my heart. I'm choosing to trust Spirit. I'm choosing to be guided by my heart, not my head. I'm choosing the Christ consciousness of being awakened. I'm choosing to share my love and my heart freely. I'm choosing to embrace all of life. And so now, with that golden light of those choices, you're allowing that light to pour out from your heart and to fill all of the temple. And you're seeing that happen. You're seeing the golden light purify and fill with creative energy all of your temple. Living in that light. And then letting that golden light swirl around and come back into your heart. Anything that wants to leave, let it flow down from the heart or from anywhere else in your body, down into your grounding cord and flush down into the Mother Earth, where she will transmute that into pure creative energy and give it back to you. So now feeling that oneness back in the temple, really being in your heart space. And you may continue to meditate in your temple, or you may begin to close down the meditation. I'll leave you to that on your own. So thanks for being with me today. I'll see you during the next session, which we'll entitle Temple of the Masters, where we'll bring in the energy of those enlightened beings. Namaste, and be well.